Hello everyone, welcome back to my classes on entrepreneurship. In this class, we'll discuss the last half of contents of business plan, that is break-even analysis, financial forecast, cash flow statement and appendix. I'm your trainer Priyanka Majumdar from Retail Services, Northeast Skill Center. The lesson objective. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the component or the element of business plan, that is the last elements: break-even analysis, financial forecast, cash flow statement and appendix. Let's start with the break-even analysis. Break-even analysis: once you have worked out your cost and determined the selling price of your product or service, you can work out exactly how much you need to sell in order to cover the cost, either in terms of units sold or productive hours worked. The level of sales at which you start to exceed your cost is known as break-even point. Beyond this, you start to go into profit. Now in this slide, we'll discuss the break-even analysis formula. What is break-even quantity formula? The break-even quantity equals to fixed cost divided by sales per unit minus variable cost per unit. Further, we can divide this formula into to find out contribution per unit. Contribution per unit is equal to sales price per unit minus variable cost per unit, or else we can use the formula as it is given again: break-even point equal to fixed cost, that is FC, divided by contribution per unit, or fixed cost divided by price, that is selling price per unit, minus the variable cost per unit, which is called contribution per unit. Here you have to know what is fixed cost. Fixed costs are costs do not change with varying output, like salary, your rent, building, machinery, etc. Then sales per unit is the selling price, unit selling price per unit. Then variable cost. What is variable cost per unit? Is the variable cost incurred to create a unit. This cost may include raw material, packaging cost, fuel, other costs that are directly related to the production. Now we'll see an example of break-even analysis. For an example, let's say the variable cost per unit of the farm is 400 rupees. Sales price per unit is 600 rupees. The desired profit by the farm is 4 lakhs rupees. Total fixed cost of the farm is 10 lakhs rupees. To find out the break-even point per unit, first we have to decide. We have to divide rupees 10 lakhs, that is fixed cost, by rupees 200. So how we will get the 200? Yes, this is called contribution per unit. In our previous formula, we have seen that to find out the contribution per unit, we have to minus the variable cost from the sales price per unit, that is 600 minus 400, that is 200. Now break-even point equal to 10 lakhs divided by 200, that is 5000 units, that is per unit. This break-even for unit. Next, this number of the units can be shown in rupees by multiplying the 5000 units with the selling price. What is the selling price? Per unit is 600. Yes. So we'll get the break-even sales at 5000 units into 600 rupees, that is 30 lakhs rupees. That is the break-even point in rupees. So why we need break-even analysis? There are so many benefits of break-even analysis. First is catch missing expenses. When you are thinking about a new business, it is very much possible that you may forget about the expenses. Therefore, if you do break-even analysis, you have to review all your financial commitments to figure out your break-even point. This analysis certainly restricts your number of surprises down the road. Second is set revenue targets. Once the break-even analysis is complete, you will get to know how much you need to sell to be profitable. This will help you and your sales team to set more concrete sales goals or sales target. Make smarter decisions. Entrepreneurs often take decisions in relation to their business based on emotion. Emotion is important, that is how you feel, though it is not enough. In order to be a successful entrepreneur, your decision should be based on facts. So you need break-even analysis. Fund your business. This analysis a key component in any business plan. It's generally a requirement if you want outsiders to fund your business. In order to fund your business, you have to prove that your plan is viable. Furthermore, if analysis look good, you will be comfortable enough to take burden of various ways of financing. Better pricing. Finding break-even point will help you pricing your product better. This tool is highly used for providing the best price of a product that can fetch maximum profit without increasing the existing price. Cover fixed costs. Doing break-even analysis help in covering all fixed costs. So these are certain benefits of break-even analysis. Now we'll see what is financial forecast. A financial forecast is an estimation or projection of likely future income and revenue and expenses. Two financial requirements: generate a profit, generate sufficient cash. Financial forecasting is critical for business success. To effectively manage your working capital and cash flow, a company must have a reasonable idea of how much revenue it plans to receive over the given period of time and what is necessary expenses will be over that same period of time. Financial forecasts are commonly reviewed and revised annually as the new information regarding asset and cost become available. The new data enables the individual or the business to make more accurate financial projection. It is easier for the established companies to generate steady revenues to make accurate financial forecasts than it is for a new business or companies whose revenue is subject to significant seasonal or cyclical fluctuation. The three basic components of financial forecasting. Financial forecasting refers to creating certain financial statements. These statements are called pro forma statements. These three statements are for financial prognosis. These are income statement, cash flow statement, pro forma balance sheet. Some of these statements have to be filled in right order. Now, what is income statement? Income statement is the profit and loss statement. Tells about how much money comes into the business and how much goes out. The cash flow statement, it shows the money is turned into profit. The balance sheet help in predict required payments, asset and equity. When the statements are accurate and complete, a business owner can make financial forecast about how organization will look over the time. So prepare a cash flow statement, we need a pro forma balance sheet and income and loss account, and we have to classify the activities for preparation of our cash flow statement. Various activities of an enterprise result into cash flows, inflows or receipt or outflows or payments, in which subject matter of a cash flow depends. These activities are classified into three categories: operating, investing and financing activities, so as to how separately the cash flows generate or used by in these activities. This helps the user of the cash flow statement to access and assess the impact of these activities on the financial position of the enterprise, also on its cash and cash equivalents. In this slide, you can see different activities like operating activities, investing activities and financial activities. In operating activities, where the inflows and cash outflows, likewise in investing activities and financial activities. In our class, we'll discuss about this. Now call appendix. In addition to the terms mentioned earlier, you might include photographs, quotation for the equipment, necessary insurance, legal information, partnership agreements, leases, copy of your primary research, questionnaires, CVs, relevant secondary research information in this column. Conclusion. In describing your business by highlighting the features and benefits of your product and service, demonstrating your knowledge of the market, providing details of actual performance and projected or forecast and potential, demonstrating your willingness to take risk, you have prepared a business plan. You could now think about writing a summary. So this is all about our business plan content. Business plan, as we already said in our previous classes, is the blueprint of your business. So it should be written in very careful manner. So if you have any queries regarding any content of business plan, you can reach me in my number, that is 8474-077-687. Thank you once again. Hope you enjoyed the entrepreneurship class. Stay home, save lives as the lockdown period is going on in Guwahati. Keep social distance, keep hygiene. Thank you once again.